Today we're doing a haul and try on We're All Makeup Revolution, so let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So yes, we have a huge haul by Makeup Revolution. So this is a quick disclaimer, this was all gifted to me because I'm part of a kind of content creation kind of community, and when you get to a certain level you are gifted a voucher. So I used my voucher to buy all of these products, so none of this I purchased myself. If you spend over I think £30, you got a gift bag which I will show you at the end. But I'm so excited because a lot of these things I've been wanting to try for such a long time. I am going to be doing a try on. Of course I can't use everything because that would just be kind of impossible, but I'm going to go as quick as I can because this video will be quite long. So in no particular order, the first thing is the tropical caramel set. So this is meant to be duping allegedly like the Sol de Janeiro kind of the bum bum cream and the spray and everything like that, and I got this about like £9.99, and sometimes it's on sale, but I've been wanting to get this for the longest time, and I haven't had a chance to smell it yet, but I am really excited to try it. Next we have a cleanser. So this is part of their new Skin Revolution, and this is the Magic Makeup Melt Soothing Cleansing Balm. So I have sensitive skin and I really wanted to try this out. When before they kind of released the Skin Revolution, I was gifted like a kind of trial set, and this was part of it, and I didn't get like a proper chance to try it. You know, with samples you never get to try things properly, but I'm really excited to try this because I kind of need a new makeup cleanser. Next we have a eyeshadow primer. So I haven't had a new eyeshadow primer in a while. Ever since my Urban Decay one finished, I hadn't picked up a new one, but this is a universal shade. Next we have the Super Fix Super Glow Primer. So I saw this online and I'm pretty sure this is like a golden style primer, which I'm really excited about. So it's got vitamin C and hyaluronic acid and is meant to be a shimmery formula. Next we have the Super Fix Brow Gel. So as you can tell, my brows are all over the place and I haven't tried a new brow gel in a while, so I picked this up. And another one of their new items, so this is a Juicy Peptide Glossy Lip Balm, and this is in the shade Guava Punch. So this is part of their new kind of like Guava Girl type of thing. I did a quick like TikTok on it, but I didn't have a chance to try it at the time, so I'm really excited to try this one. Next we have a lip stain. So this is by Love Revolution, and this is the Stain Lip Tint. I have two lip stains just because I was really intrigued to see how they work, but this is by Love Revolution, which is part of their kind of like sister brands, which are like super affordable. I think this was probably about like £2, £3. So yeah, one lip stain. Next we have a mini eyeshadow palette. So this is their mini quads, which are part of kind of like their larger palettes, which they have a small kind of travel size, and this is the Icon Edit Eternal Green palette. So it has one cream shade and 3 other shades. And the other lip stain, so this is the Lip Shift ink, and this is in the shade Rose Inked, and I'm going to try this today. I don't know how long to keep it on for, but I'm intrigued to see how this works because the whole like lip tint thing has gone like super viral, and I'm intrigued to see how this one works. Next we have a bit of an older product, but it's something that I wanted to try. So this is the Pumpkin Crush soft cream blush, and this is in the shade Decaf Pink, and I believe this came out like last Halloween or something like that, and I wanted to try it for ages. But again, Love Revolution are such an affordable brand. I think this was on sale as well. So we got the Toy Story Buzz Lightyear highlighter. I've seen so many people talk about this, and again I didn't get a chance to pick it up, so this was like the perfect time for me to get it. Picked up another glossy stick balm. So this is the gloss stick, and I got the shade Sour Berry, and I think I have like toffee from like the first time that I picked one up, and now this is like a bit of a deeper shade. I've got 2 products left. So I have the Peach Blurring Primer. This is quite new, so they come out with about 3 or 4 different versions, and this is a blurring primer, so this is going to be probably quite mattifying, especially in like my T-zone area, so I can't wait to use this today. And then the last product is something that I used before a long time ago, and I wanted to give it another go. So this is the IRL Filter Foundation, and this is the Longwear Foundation in the shade F1. So I've always been quite and ah with Revolution foundations, but recently their Soft Silk Ewok one has been like one of my favorites this year, and I thought to myself, let me pick up this one again just to see if there was something that I was missing the first time round. And like I mentioned in the beginning, when you spend over £30 you get a mystery bag. So let me just quickly show you what was in there. So first you get a milky berry blush. So this is a lip and cheek tint. So this is in the shade, it's in the shade Strawberry Shake. Next you get a fixing spray. So this is a glowing fixing spray in Strawberry Shimmer. So there's little sparkles inside if you want your setting spray to look quite sparkly. Next we have a butterfly color changing lip balm. There's no actual like name for the color, it just says that it's color changing, and I believe it's kind of like a pinkier one, so that's pretty cool. Next we have a Dream lip gloss, and this is a lip oil, not a lip gloss, which is a bit weird. But yeah, this one is like super sparkly. I don't know when I'm going to use that, but it's quite. Next is a lip treatment. So this is a strawberry glaze lip treatment, like with peptides in there, so I can imagine this is going to smell like strawberries. But yeah, this is quite cool. And next you get a beauty sponge. So this is the Milk Swirl blending sponge. The last thing you get is an eyeshadow palette. So this is pretty awesome. This is their butterfly palette. So I remember this coming out quite a while ago, but you get like a lot of purples and yellow tones in there, which is pretty exciting, so I can't wait to use these in the future. So that was everything that I got part of my haul, and now it's time to try everything on. Okay, so let's start off with the primer. So this is the Peach Blurring Primer. So this has niacinamide and peach extract. So let's give this a bit of a test and see what happens. It's got a peach smell to it, which is quite interesting because I'm not the biggest fan of like scented products because it doesn't always work so well with my skin, but I'm intrigued to see if it will actually blur my skin. It's got an interesting smell. Like I said, it's got a peach smell, but it smells like shampoo. Like, you know, when you have scented shampoo, it really has that kind of smell to it. You can definitely tell it's like mattified my skin for sure, which I like because there's nothing worse in my skin when it starts to kind of like separate and look really oily. So far we're doing quite well. So let's go on to the foundation. So like I mentioned, this is the IRL filter foundation, and this is the oil free. So when this first came out, a lot of people loved it, and when I tried it, I wasn't really the biggest fan, and I don't know what it was. I just think it didn't blend very well with my skin. So let's see how this works. So the sponge for me is probably going to be the better way to try this, because if I use a brush it will just kind of be a bit streaky. So the coverage is quite nice. It's meant to be kind of like a medium to buildable coverage, which is fine. I don't have a concealer with me because I just wanted to try all like new products really, even though I know this is not new, but like a complete just like first impressions ish. Kind of trying it out now. It's looking quite flat, if that makes any sense. It's probably the shade itself. It is F1, so I mean it's probably one of the first shades. It's like, yeah, F1. They have a lot of shades on their website, which is great. It's a bit pale, but it's probably the best that I could have done. Like, I didn't go obviously into a store to like swatch and test the shades, but it's not too bad. It just kind of looks a bit drying on me, if that makes any sense. Like, it looks fine, but I'm going to see how it kind of goes when I add other products on top. So I'm going to go in with the Superfix Brow Glue. So I'm really excited to try this because I love a good brow product. If it can hold my brows in place, then it's perfect for me. So it's a really tiny brush, and I'm just going to kind of put it in my brows. It is obviously clear, and they do a ton of products that are obviously like pencils and all this other stuff, but for me, I'm not really into doing my brows that much. Like, I kind of am not hugely bothered if I can just get a clear brow gel or something clear to kind of set everything in, then that's perfect. They're kind of drying down really quickly. I think with a product like this, when it says Superfix, I think it's there to like lock it in place, and you can just feel it drying on my brows. But then next we're going to go in with the blush. So this is the Pumpkin Crush in the shade Decaf Pink, and I'm just going to, whoa, it's kind of like exploded slightly. I'm going to take a sponge because I feel sponges might be not the better option. Let's just completely blend that in. I think it's gonna be, oh my god, it's like proper exploded. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit more on this side. I think because it's a pink shade, it kind of isn't as like popping for me. It's got kind of like an orangey tone to it because it is meant to be like a pumpkin themed, because obviously it came out during autumn last year. But it's looking fine. I mean, it's giving me a bit of a glow. It's not like super dewy or anything. It's meant to be just a soft cream blush, and it's alright. It's nothing special. I think We Love Revolution are a brand that are kind of, because they're super affordable, I think not many people give them a chance. When they first came out, I really enjoyed a lot of the stuff that they had, but their stands in like Superdrug and stuff are kind of closing. But with We Love Revolution, I mean, they're still on their website. If you ever want anything really affordable, like if you want a full face, maybe for like £30 or something, then this is definitely the way to go. So let's go on to the highlighter. So I showed my baby Toy Story a couple of weeks ago, but he's only 10 months old, so for him it was more like looking at the colours. But I've always been a huge Toy Story fan. I saw the first Toy Story in the cinema with my aunt when it came out, and that felt like another lifetime. But I absolutely love Toy Story. So you've got the embossing of Buzz. I'm going to give it a swatch because, oh, it's kind of like one of those kind of hidden like iridescent tan ones. I'm going to see how it goes because, I mean, could be nice. Okay, that's nice. It's very pink. It's got like that icy kind of feel to it. I would have thought it would have been purple because of like the compact and Buzz himself, but that's nice. I mean, if you want something subtle, you don't want anything too pigmented. Like some of their other highlighters are absolutely stunning. There's like the circle one. I don't know if it's called like the soft blur highlighter or anything. I put up a picture. It is one of the best highlighters, like affordable highlighters ever. I think it's like $6.99, but this one is pretty nice as well. Again, it's like a pink shift. I'm not the biggest fan of like pink highlighters, but it does the job. Next we'll go on to eyeshadow primer. So yeah, this is the Ultimate Eyeshadow Primer, and I haven't tried like a new one in a while. Like I said, the Urban Decay one was like my ride or die for ages. That ran out, and I haven't really had a chance to like pick up another one because even the travel size is like what, 15-16 pounds, and I'm like, I'm okay, I can wait. Like if I get it somewhere for like really affordable, then okay, I'll pick it up. If not, then I'll just find an alternative, because I have been using either I haven't been using like an eyeshadow primer, or I've used like concealer, or I've been using like some of my old P. Louise ones, but because they're quite old, I think they're quite expired, so I'm hoping this will give me something. So then we can go on to the eyeshadow palette. So this is the Icon Edit Eternal Green. So like I mentioned, you get a cream shade, a matte shade, and 2 shimmers. I think I have the big version of this already, but they only had like this one and maybe one more on the website because all the other ones were sold out, and I would love to have gotten like a mini version of like the dupe of the Patrick Tar palette, but that one was sold out. So I'm just going to go in with these shades. I don't really need to go in with the cream shade because I've got a eyeshadow primer, so I'm just going to go in like light-handed. And some of their eyeshadows are really nice. Like I got the Cherry palette, part of one of my last hauls that I did when I kind of got a voucher from them, and it's a really gorgeous palette. I remember buying so many back in the day, but nowadays there really isn't like many eyeshadow palettes that I kind of use by them. The kind of icon palettes that they came out with are super duper nice. That went on okay. It's slightly, just a tad patchy. I don't know if that is because of the primer or the shadow itself. I don't recall it being patchy in like the bigger ones, but we'll see. So next we'll go in with the shimmer just here, and we'll just add that on top because obviously it's not a big palette, so I don't need to add too much. And then to end it all off, we'll use this shade as an inner corner shade. So let's see how, that's nice. and I think these are like £3 or £4 maybe. They remind me of the elf ones, which are like some of the best mini eyeshadow palettes ever. Like you get 4 shades for £4 and they have so many different varieties, but this one comes with a cream one, so if you don't want to add like a primer beforehand, you can always add the cream underneath. So I should have put this on first just to kind of let it settle in, but this is the lift shift ink. So this is the lip liner tint that everyone has been like raving about recently, in the shade Rose Ink, and I'm just gonna kind of put it on. Wish me luck, hopefully I don't mess it up. So I'm going to leave this on for a few minutes. I don't like the applicator at all because it's plastic. It's not that bendy and it kind of feels a bit weird. So I'm going to leave this on for a few minutes and then we'll peel to see if it's done anything. Okay, so this has been on for a few minutes. It is so patchy. I don't know how this has come out, so let's give this a go. Okay, so this is how it's come out. It's done okay. It took a while for it to peel off. It's not the easiest to peel off, and obviously if I left it on a bit longer it would have definitely done a better job, so I will try it again in the future. Maybe at the beginning I have to remind myself. So let's go in with the gloss stick, and I have used this before, a different shade, but this is in the shade Sour Berry. So let's get this on. Okay, this is my finished look using a full face of Makeup Revolution with a lot of stuff that I recently purchased. This feels like it's melted. It's really clumpy and it's not feeling the great on my lips today. It's a bit weird. I don't know if it's because it's super warm in my flat that it's decided to just like get extra like soggy. Maybe we'll put it somewhere cooler for it to calm down, but everything looks fine. The foundation, second time round, it's okay. I think I need to give it a couple more goes with different primers just to see how it works. Everything is fine. There's no problems whatsoever. I can't wait to use everything else. Let me know if you've picked up anything new by Revolution, because they are constantly coming out with so many new products. And thanks so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and appreciate you sitting down listening to me ramble on. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.